Hello. I was going to say good morning and I got confused, so I just said hello. Welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I am sharing them with you. You are the lucky winner. Wow. So today, I'm going to jump right in.
Turn left onto Dana Drive. First,
I'm going to turn her down. Today, I was talking to a dear friend of mine who knows me better than I know myself most of the time. Thanks, Michael. Anyway, I was talking to him and I was saying how, he asked me how I was doing, and I said I'm doing pretty great or something like that. And I meant that because I feel good, I'm happy, I feel very blessed. And I said, well, there's issues, but they're under my feet. And then he said something, sounds like God has me or something like that. And I said, yeah, he has all of us if we just noticed it sometimes and could, remember that he's there. And then I said, talking about the issues under my feet, I said, yeah, they nip, but they don't bite. And that reminded me about this bad memory from my childhood. It starts with a Chihuahua, and then it goes on to a bratty cousin, and then it goes on to a chicken Wade. We used to go to my aunt's house in Memphis, and they had a little Chihuahua. His name was Tippy, and I wanted him to like me so bad, and he really didn't. And every time I'd get anywhere close to any of them to hug them or to go by them or anything, he would nip at me. And it scared me because I was little, whatever. And it would have scared me anyway because my cousin, who I don't know how old she was at the time, but I was little, she was a little older than me, I don't know. She might have been 12, 13, something like that, I don't know for sure. But she was egging it on. She would say, like, sick 'em, and I didn't know if the little dog knew what sick 'em meant. I barely know what sick 'em means. So I'm freaking out, and she would make me think that dog was going to eat me alive. And there were some times when he nipped at my shoes too, or my socks. And there was one night I remember in particular that I was sleeping on the couch because we had people sleeping everywhere because the house didn't have enough room for all of us unless we slept everywhere. So I'm sleeping on the couch, and wouldn't you know, that little rotten dog, no, just kidding, he wasn't rotten. I thought he was, though. That rotten little dog jumped up on the foot of the couch and laid down kind of in between my feet as I'm laying there. And I want to say I was laying on my side with my legs kind of, I don't know, split a little bit. Anyways, laying in between my feet. And it was so bad. I was scared because I was scared of that dog and I thought he was going to bite me. And I laid awake like for hours because that dog was laying at my feet, and every time I'd start to move, he'd start growling. And I was like, you jumped up here, you dumb dog. What the heck? But I didn't, he nipped, but he didn't bite. Other times, I'd be walking by and I'd get too close to him and he'd think I was getting too close to him and jump, not jump, but, pounce and nip at my heels, nip at my toes, just nip. Ankle biter, but not really biting, just nipping. So it took me years to understand that he nipped, but he never bit. Not me, anyway. I'm not gonna say that my fingers or toes or whatever never went in his mouth, but he never actually bit. He just nipped. And there's never a breaking of the skin or anything like that. He just nipped. And it was a nervous little thing, and he had, Chihuahuas are like that. And he was protective and nervous and a dog, so he thought he had to be cool. And there's a whole bunch of issues going on in his head. But he nipped, but he didn't bite. And the fact that he didn't bite, I didn't realize till later. He wasn't really a bad dog, he just had a lot of issues, So there it was. The thing happened, Okay, well, let me talk about this. The issues under my feet are no different than the issues under yours. I suffer, or maybe the issues themselves are different, but having the issues under your feet, no different at all. There is, you have issues whatever they are, you just thought about them when I said you have issues. I have issues. Wait, you just thought about what I had too. Shh, don't do that. Just think about your own issues for a minute. Don't be so judgmental. So, we all have issues. And they're under our feet if you stand on them. But you have to stand. And then they're under your feet. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care what the issue is. I don't care what it is. How horrible, how nasty, how just heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, the worst thing in the world that's ever happened to you up to this point. It nips, but it doesn't bite. And I don't mean that it doesn't hurt, and I don't mean it isn't something that you're struggling with. I don't mean that it's going to go away tomorrow. That's not what I mean at all. Because my struggles are pretty rough on me sometimes. But I know that I can get back up. I know I can keep walking. And even though they might be nipping at my heels, they never actually bite and hold on. I never actually have to stop and to stop my life because they bit me. You get what I'm saying? I hope so. Anyways, if you were in the car, I'd be waiting for you to say that you get what I'm saying. Pretend like you're in the car, though. And wherever you're at, say, yeah, I get what you're saying, Wade. Or something like that, I don't care. Or, huh? You can do that, too. Just don't say it to me out loud. Or, if you want to, it's fine. I can take it, I'm a big boy. But anyways, thought about that a whole lot. And, sorry, got distracted for a second. I just drove past a guy that was getting out of his truck and he had plumbers behind so bad. Sorry. I just got mooned. Anyways. Can't believe I told you that, but, whatever. Now you all pictured what I just saw. That's funny. Anywho, so when I said that to Michael, it's like, you know what? That's the way I've been trying to describe my life for months. I've been telling you guys, I'm really happy. I mean, I am. No matter what happens, I'm still happy. Like, there's happiness and blah, blah, blah. Today's conversation with Michael was just, it's just a short little conversation, and it wasn't like, life transformation, I didn't think. But when I told him that, that's exactly the way I've been needing to describe it. My issues are under my feet. I am happy. I have issues, but they're under my feet, thank God. And because of God, they're under my feet. And the fact that they're under my feet doesn't mean that they can destroy me, doesn't mean that they can bring me down. They nip, but they don't bite. That's exactly what I've been trying to say when I say I'm happy no matter what. I don't understand why I'm happy, but I am. That's what I meant. They nip, but they don't bite. They're under my feet. That's so good. Wow, that preaches. That preaches to me. It's been preaching to me ever since I said it. And I know that was God moving in my life, God speaking in my heart. I get that. Sidebar, don't you hate it when you're in road construction and there's a big old arrow that tells everybody to get in the right lane, and then there's those people that stay in the left lane till they get way down to the very front of the line and they want you to let them over? I hate that. I will run off. I will sideswipe them before I let them in my lane at that point. They can wreck my car because I'm stubborn like that right here. Anyways, times are running out, so I gotta go. I love you guys very much, and I'm not saying any of this to say, oh, look at me, I got them under my feet. Hey, woo. There used to be a song, under my feet, blah, 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 blah. And it was an old hillbilly song that we sang in church. And sometimes I really hated it because the person that sang it was somebody that I knew their life and I knew how they were doing and what they were doing, and it was really upsetting me because it was all a big show. They were just trying to rub it into people's faces. They got it under their feet, and really, they were not great people. So it's hard for me to say that, but the song itself, the words itself, under my feet, because of God, because of God's grace and mercy, your issues can be under your feet if you'll just remember God, if you'll just remember the promises, if you'll just remember that He's there. Those issues can be under your feet. You can walk on them. You can stand on them under your feet. You know what I'm saying? Hope so. Anyway, love you guys very much. Hope you have a great, great, great day. And, yeah, pray for me that I don't kill anybody trying to go through all this construction. Bye.